Hey, welcome back to another Shave with Dylan. Today I'm going to be looking at Otter The Trail. Otter The Trail has pine, fir, sage, lavender, oak moss, juniper, and rain is the scent profile on it. The scent to me, I smell a lot of the juniper, and I smell the fern in it, a little bit of pine. But the rain, if you really take a deep breath in, you'll smell the rain in it, and it smells really awesome. It's a very fresh scent. It kind of tickles your nose a little bit, and I think that's the juniper in it. So today I am going to be using a razor that you've already seen before. It's my Micro Touch little butterfly open, and I'm actually using a pulse silver in here. I've used the blade before. I want to say this is probably the second shave on it, and I just want to see as far as how it performs a little bit. As far as after about the second shave, usually I give one shave and it's second, third, fourth. That's when I can kind of tell how a blade is really going to be in the razor. And I will be using my little 22mm sterling brush, and I went ahead and kind of whipped up a little bit of a lather just to kind of make it a little faster as far as with the video and all. And I am going to be using as my aftershave is Old Spice. I figured since this kind of has a little bit of that orangey smell to it, it might go well as far as with the juniper in the woods and all, and give it more of like a fresher scent. Hey, I'm hoping for spring soon. So that is kind of where I'm going for as far as a nice walk in the woods, because it's too cold to do that right now. That doesn't mean I can't smell like it. Just wet my face real quick. How have y'all been doing? No, it's the Saturday, it's the end of the week, starting of the weekend. I'm so glad it's Saturday. Tomorrow I have the day off. It's going to be nice and lovely. I will be sitting at home with my youngest as far as tomorrow. I will say, this stuff lathers up like crazy fast. It really does lather up fast. And I don't know if y'all are kind of like me, but I love soaps that lather up really quick. Doesn't mean that I don't enjoy the aspect of doing the lather and all. I just like a quick lather soap just in case if I do have to be in a rush. I know that I can actually get a lather out of it pretty quickly. So I will say, as far as the lather on this stuff, this lather's amazing. As fast as I was able to get a lather on this was just insane. And I wanted to do the actual trail because I haven't really seen a lot of people really reviewing this one. And the scent really intrigued me. And I will say, if you are using a new blade and trying out a new blade, you've never used it before, go with a razor that you're most comfortable with. Because you can try out a new blade and it'd be a great blade, but you're using it in a razor that you haven't really honed your skills yet on and really know the angles on it very well. So you end up putting a lot of bad juju on the blade versus the razor, and you not really having the proper time to really figure out that razor. So I always tell people, you know, give a blade a couple tries. Try it more in the razor that you're most comfortable with. I know some guys, they like a really super aggressive razor, and I know some guys like a milder razor. Me personally, and my preferences, I'm more on the milder to mid aggressive. So, as far as this is actually one of the razors that I'm most comfortable with. This one and now the Gillette Ball Tech. As far as since I've kind of gotten used to the way that angle is. As far as on that razor. I'm really comfortable with that. Now, the slickness of this soap, I mean, if I wanted to, and just put a little bit of water on my face, I could go over it again as far as doing a second pass without having to put more shaving soap on. But with me, I know some guys will do that, but I do have sensitive skin, and I've told a lot of people, like my father-in-law, who is starting out with shaving and all, and wet shaving, he would sit there and shave and trying out the soaps and stuff, and he would go and put soap on once and then turn around and shave it off and then not put any more on. And he kept wondering why his face was getting cut up and he was still having a little bit of irritation. And I told him, I said, you need to put some more soap back on your brush when you do your second pass. I said, try that and let me know how that works for you. I was right. It actually, he enjoys it a lot more now, going back through and doing that second coat and reapplying his shave soap. Yeah, it's one of those things, like, you know, I can try my best as far as if you have any questions or comments as far as to try to help you out with your beard type, how to shave, and everything. But, you know, it all comes down to also your hair type, you know, your face type. You know, my sensitive might not be your sensitive. Your sensitive might not be their sensitive. You know, you might be able to take samurai sword to your face and never have a cut. I might be able to take a butter knife to my face and I look like Freddy Krueger. I mean, it really just depends on that person's face as far as with sensitivity, skin type, and also the map of your hair. See, mine, I'm lucky, and my hair all likes to grow straight down. It doesn't kind of grow at a weird angle or towards a weird way. My face map is really simple, which surprises me because everything else about me is not simple. I mean, y'all will come to learn that, you know, I'm a very, very nice guy, but I am one of those kind of guys that is a little different and a little weird. At least that's what some of my family members says. I'm a little weird, but I always try to have a good time. And my wife's told me that's like one thing that she really loves about me so much, is that I am just one of the most down-to-earth people that you will probably ever meet. And I try to be that way. Well, I don't try, I just am. But I always try to put myself in other people's shoes and see how how their life is, and try to always be there for other ones and all, more than myself. And I will say, starting this YouTube video and this YouTube channel has been one of those things that I have done for myself, because I wanted to be able to be part of the community, with the wet shaving community. I think that everyone that's in the community are super great people, super nice people. And I've been hearing and seeing a lot of that Gillette commercial, that a lot of people are upset about it and everything else and all. Me, myself, it doesn't bother me. It's nothing that makes me feel like it insulted me. I know some people get really insulted by things that are not aimed at them. But, the commercial, it came out, it is what it is. It doesn't bother me, I think everyone's entitled to their opinions on it, and that's great, that's fine, have your opinions on it, but, they're not, at least, I don't believe that they're trying to say anything negative about us at all. I think what the point of the commercial is to try to get people to realize that we do have more, we do put off more than what we think. We do sit there and influence people more than what you think you do. So, as far as the way that I was raised is to always be respectful, always respect women, just respect everyone, be respectful. Don't be rude. Don't be ugly. Be yourself and be nice. Be kind to one another. I always tell people, be careful who you're ugly to, and be careful who you get mad at. Try to be understanding. Try to work through something before you just get mad or upset and go straight into just like attacking that person. I mean, think about what they say, why they say it, before you just automatically start attacking them. Because you never know as far as how that person is or what's going on in their life or what they've been through. I mean, you know, you don't know. You know. I'm going with some of this Old Spice aftershave. Woo! That burns. Oh. Feels good though. I'm gonna tell you. That's smooth. That is really smooth. The soap performed really well. But back to what I was saying. You know, you don't know what someone else is going through because you might not have walked a mile in their shoes. You know, you never know that person that's sitting next to you, what they've been through. You know, me working in retail, I can tell you that I see all sorts of types of people. I have people that are really excited and really nice. They're grateful for everything that you do for them. And then I have some people who just think that it is just your job to take care of them. Not the person behind them. You know, not even their daughter. I've had customers that acted like that before. I will say, as long as if you are respectful to everyone else, you will get respect. You will get kindness if you put out kindness. My mom always tells me, you get out what you put out. So if you put out a lot of hate and a lot of frustration on people, that's what you're going to get back. You're going to get that back. But like I said, working in retail, you know, I have people who are grateful for me helping them. I have people that think that it's just that that is just 100% my job to do whatever, however, even though my job is to help the customer, there's a certain extent that I am allowed to go as far as to helping that customer, as far as with a coupon or, you know, getting something, exchanging something for free and all for them. So I deal with people who are ecstatic, they're grateful. I also deal with people who, you know, are hateful and ugly for no apparent reason. But I always try to be positive and I always still try to be nice to them because you don't know what they just went through. You know, they could be really upset because they have a loved one that's about to pass away, or a loved one just passed away, and so, you know, they're really upset about that. And some people just externalize, you know, their anger and their frustration on others versus trying to come to a thought of why that is the way it is, you know, and just try to come to terms. Their way of dealing with something is just being ugly and rude to someone. You have people who are all different types of ways and everything, but for me, I always say just try to be respectful of one another, try to be loving to one another. You're going to get out in the world what you put out in the world. So if you put out really good vibes and you put out goodness, that's what you'll get back. If you put out a lot of hatred and a lot of frustration, that's what you're going to get back. You know, so as far as the commercial, I understand people were upset about it. But it comes to one of those things where, you know, why are you upset about it? Instead of you getting mad and running and attacking, think back on why it upsets you, why it bothers you. What about it bothers you? Because honestly, if you really take a step back and really just rationalize everything, the message that's in there is a good message as far as to actually be able to teach the young ones and the kids how we all should be as adults. And yes, it's a Gillette commercial, so it says men. I don't think that commercial is just referring to men. I think it's referring to women as well. I think it's referring to everyone as far as to the way that everyone should be. Everyone should be loving, everyone should be caring and kind and everything. That's just the way that I think it should be, as far as just how you, like I always say, what you put out is what you're going to get back. If you want love and affection and happiness, put that out towards people. I mean, you catch more flies with sugar and honey than you do vinegar. So at the end of the day, I understand that whole commercials really kind of got some people upset and all. You know, I hate that they're upset about the commercial and all, you know, because I don't like to see anyone upset about it. And I hope me giving my little 2 cents on it, I'm not upsetting anyone as far as with the commercial. So I mean, if something I've said does bother you, I'm sorry. If you do want to talk about it and all, you can leave a comment down below. Be more than happy to sit there and, you know, ask why you're upset about something and all. But once again, this has been a Shave with Dylan, and we use the Trail. If you haven't tried this soap yet, give it a try. It honestly, it's made in the USA too, which a lot of artisan soaps kind of are. But it's a really nice smelling soap, and it really reminds me of walking through the woods, as far as especially like out in the mountains and stuff like that. I mean, I have a pond behind my house, and me and my great-grandfather, as far as, used to make trails and everything through it. And so smelling this kind of reminds me of walking through the forest and actually spending time with him, which is really nice for me to be able to remember a lot of those fond memories, and just remember a lot of the ways that he taught me as far as how to be a man and stuff like that and all, and how to be a good person. So I miss him a lot. Sorry, I'm getting on a tangent, but once again, you know, I just wanted to say thank y'all so much for tuning in to another Shave with Dylan. I hope y'all have a wonderful rest of your Saturday night, and enjoy the rest of your Sunday, and hopefully the start of the week and this coming up week's not so bad. And I'm hoping this week, as far as to, if you want to leave a comment on which soap to try next, I'm either going to be doing the Chiseled Face, what is it, Ghost Town Barber? Yeah, there we go. Ghost Town Barbershop. Or the Phoenix Accoutrements Atomic Age Bayrum, or the Phoenix Accoutrements Doppelganger. So just let me know as far as there's one of those three that you'd like to see me do. If no one leaves a comment, I'll throw up a 3-sided die, and we'll roll with that one as far as for the next shave. But anyway, guys, this has been another Shave with Dylan. Y'all have a good one, and we'll tune in soon.